Hey Digital Trailblazers, this is Leah Ray from digitaltrailblazer.com. In this video, we're going to answer some really important questions. Is it too late to start a YouTube channel? Is YouTube oversaturated? Is it too competitive? Do you have any chance of getting discovered and going viral? People ask us these questions all the time, and I've got the answers ready for you. Let's rock. All right, let's be real. It's going to be truth bomb time. Now, I'm going to give you some very honest answers to those questions that I just laid out. And it's definitely going to be advice that other YouTube channels, they're not giving you. It's stuff that a lot of people are not going to want to hear. But I'm going to give it to you anyway. I'm going to give you my perspective, give you all the information that you need in order to figure out if this is a good time for you to start a YouTube channel or not. Now, I'm also going to address a bigger problem with YouTube that you probably aren't even aware of, you're not considering. Yeah, I can pretty much guarantee it's not on your radar right now. But if you're watching this video, it's something that you really need to consider before jumping in. So first of all, is YouTube oversaturated? Now let's answer that with another question. Now, do you think Netflix is oversaturated with content? Do you think Amazon Prime or Hulu or Disney Plus are oversaturated with content? Here's the thing about content. People always want more of it. Netflix has 168 million subscribers. They could triple the amount of content and it still wouldn't be enough. YouTube, on the other hand, has over 2 billion active monthly users. That's over a quarter of the population of the entire planet. And that's just the people who are logged into YouTube. They've got even more people who are watching who aren't actually logged in. So no, it's not oversaturated. There will always be a growing need for fresh, new, quality content, which brings us to the second question. Is YouTube too competitive? Now let's go back to that Netflix analogy. What happens on Netflix is that people will binge watch their favorite shows, and within a few weeks or a few days, they've watched an entire season of a series that they wanted to watch. And then they get to whine and complain and that they have to wait another 11 months or so until the next season comes out. Yet there are hundreds or even thousands of movies and shows still on Netflix that they haven't watched and really have no interest in watching. So what does that tell us? Well, that tells us that there really isn't a shortage of content on Netflix. What there's a shortage of is quality content that people are willing to give their time up to watch. And that's where the real issue is. You aren't really competing against other content creators on YouTube. What you're competing against is everything else going on in people's lives. You're competing for their time. If you're creating quality content, then people will happily give up their time to watch. But if your content isn't very good, then they're not going to watch. No one is willing to give up their time for crappy content. And that is honestly the main issue here on YouTube or anywhere else on the internet. If you want to get discovered and go viral on any platform, you need to create quality content that people are willing to give up their time to watch or consume. And you need to do it consistently for several months at least in order to get discovered and to grow on YouTube. And that brings us to a bigger issue that you need to consider. Why are you asking the questions in the first place? Because a lot of people who ask a question like this, is it too saturated? Is it too competitive? They're asking these types of questions because they're looking for fast, easy money. They're looking for something that will make building a business, online presence easy. And that is absolutely the wrong way to think about building or promoting your business. You might as well ask for a strategy for buying a winning lottery ticket because fast, easy money, it doesn't exist. The truth is that building a successful business, any kind of business, is hard. And that is never, ever going to change. It will always be hard until you get better. So rather than ask, how can I make this easier? A successful entrepreneur will ask, how do I get better? That is how you win. That is how you make money. That is how a successful entrepreneur thinks. You need to ask the right questions. So don't just wish it was easier, wish you were better. Don't wish for fewer problems, wish you had more skills. Don't wish for less challenges, wish for more wisdom. Because there are YouTubers out there who will make crappy video after crappy video and never put any work or effort into trying to make their videos better. Instead, they just spend all of their time trying to trick the YouTube algorithm to get the views and the subscribers. And those people, they're never gonna win. Because in the end, a crappy video is a crappy video. YouTube isn't gonna promote something that people just don't want to watch. On the other hand, there are YouTubers out there that are constantly analyzing their videos, their click-through rates, their thumbnails, their retention graphs. They study their competition and what makes them successful. They invest in learning how to film better videos, how to capture better audio, how to edit their videos better. And it's those creators who put in the work to actually get better that eventually go viral and make tons and tons of money. And if that's what you're willing to do, then I would say that the opportunity here on YouTube has never been greater. Because if it were easy, everyone would do it and there would be no opportunity. The opportunity is here because it's hard. For those of you who are willing to change the way you think and ask the right questions, then starting a YouTube channel will absolutely benefit you and your business. And the great thing about YouTube is that you can get a ton of traffic and exposure for your business for free. And YouTube's even gonna pay you for it when people watch your videos. And those two things together, that's something that no other platform is doing. So if you've made it this far, if everything that I've just said resonates with you, you get it, and you're ready to improve your game here on YouTube, the next thing to do is to watch this video upper right corner of your screen or the top link in the description. Click on that and we are going to help you improve that game. I'll see you there.